Live from the Grant Price Studio in the McElroy Communication Arts Center with news that you need to know. This is KnightWatch.
Good evening, Cedar Valley. I'm Danny Householder and welcome to KnightWatch. On the program tonight, we will learn some helpful tips for avoiding the dreaded Freshman 15. But before we get started, let's take a look at what made headlines this past week with KnightWatch News anchor Nick Layton. Nick?
Thanks, Danny. If you're frustrated with the recent Facebook changes, there's more to come. Today, Mark Zuckerberg unveiled a new version of the website. Zuckerberg says that Facebook pages will look more like personal timelines. The new Facebook will have a large photo across the top of the page, and new posts will show up below that attached to a vertical timeline. The new look will launch for the public in a few weeks. The Wartburg Internet has not been perfect since coming back to school, but ITS is working out some of the kinks. An email from campus ITS director Gary Whipperman says the outage is expected from 5 to 6 tomorrow evening for students, faculty, and staff. For more news, tune in Monday night at 8 for WTV8 News. Now back to Danny for more KnightWatch.
Thank you, Nick. When we return, we'll find out about a few freshmen who are hoping to debunk the Freshman 15. We'll be right back. COVID-19 has plagued first-year college students for years. WTV8 has taken on the challenge of following 4 freshmen investigating the Freshman 15's true identity. Our very own Brianna Nielsen has more in this week's KnightWatch Extra.
Aaron, Anthony, Crystal, and Adam are all freshmen here at Wartburg College, but do they believe that freshmen gain 15 pounds in their first year?
I can see how it would happen, why it would happen. Do I think it'll happen to me? No, I don't.
Not at all. I've never even heard of it.
Yes, I really do believe in Freshman 15 because before I came to Wartburg College, I actually wore like 126. Now I weigh 136.7 to be exact.
I do, because I feel like some kids, when they get to school, they've got all this freedom to just sit around and do nothing, play video games. I mean, sometimes they sit around and do homework, but a lot of times they sit around, they're just sitting around, and that causes them to gain weight.
And all 4 of the freshmen have noticed differences in their eating habits.
The food here is very tempting. So there's been days where I've gone to the pizza line and got a pizza slice and got in the fry line, took some fries and got to pasta. Then there have been days where I'm just not in the mood for anything other than grilled cheese. So
I eat more. I eat three meals a day now. I used to just eat 1 or 2.
I used to eat maybe 2 meals a day. Now that I have choices and it's like a buffet, the men's is like a buffet, so I get to eat 3 times a day, and then between times I'll eat a snack or 2. So I'll eat kind of more than I used to at home. Yeah.
I've tried to avoid the Freshman 15, so I've been working out a lot more. I've been eating better. I eat more fruits and vegetables than I did at home. My family wasn't very big into eating healthy, but I've kind of taken the initiative to eat healthier here at school.
Hopefully our freshmen can resist temptation and have a healthy first year.
WTV8 will be following Aaron, Anthony, Crystal, and Adam throughout the semester to see if the Freshman 15 is really relevant. So right now we are joined here by first-year student Aaron Moore. Aaron, thank you so much for being here, for being one of our guinea pigs, if you will.
It's no problem.
All right. Well, Aaron, why did you want to join in on this?
Well, I've heard about the Freshman 15, and I don't want it to happen to me. So I figure what better way to not let it happen than making sure other people don't see me gain weight. So I'm here trying to put it off.
Very cool. So just to make sure that we are getting accurate results here, do you think that being followed by WTV8 is affecting how you're going to be eating?
I think it will. I mean, not so much what I eat, but how much I work out. So
you mentioned working out. Can you tell us about your lifestyle back when you were in high school, eating, how active you were with the working out?
Well, in high school, I was in track and cross country, so I did a lot of running, and running is one of the healthiest things you can do for your body. And I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities, so I really didn't get chances to eat meals. But now, here at Wartburg, it's going to be a different story.
So you mentioned being on the track team. Obviously you have scheduled practices, scheduled times to work out. How are you going to go about going through the transition now into college where not having a scheduled practice throughout the day?
Well, I think that I don't have a lot of classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that'll be a good time for me to just go to the W and,
One of the best ways to avoid gaining weight is getting into the gym and burning off some of those calories. My guest tonight also here is the trainer at the W and currently teaching cardio classes as well. Her name is Beth. Beth, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Sure.
All right, so Beth, starting off, why did you become a personal trainer?
I became a personal trainer to help other people streamline their workouts. So many people go into the gym and they're just spinning their wheels, not knowing what to do, not knowing their exercises. So, someone like myself can help them.
You mentioned just there people not necessarily knowing what to do when they first come into the gym. Any funny stories on that?
I see a lot of funny stories every day. People just kind of wandering around. They'll touch machines. They'll use them a couple seconds. They'll walk around again, not really knowing what they're doing. It's pretty easy for me to pick out.
Very nice. Were you always physically fit when you were younger?
Yes, I was an athlete in high school and played all the sports. And so, it just came naturally.
Which sports do you think helped you out the most for coming into your career that you're in now?
I would say after I went into college, I did some full contact fighting and taekwondo. And taekwondo does teach you a lot of discipline. Obviously, athletic ability is helpful in that sport. But I think what it really taught me is how being after high school, going into your life, you do need to be physically fit.
I have heard before that when you're in fighting shape, you are in the best shape of your life, as you just mentioned, where you were involved in full contact fighting. Do you still use that kind of workout session in what you do today?
Yes. Obviously, we have some kickboxing bags at the W, and so,
Welcome back to Night Watch. Although working out is very important to avoiding the Freshman 15, a healthy diet is just as important. We sent our producer, Ben Hoppenworth, to go out and find some healthy eating tips, as well as cooking up some healthy meals that even college students can make with nutritional expert Luann Alameo.
Healthy eating is usually not in a college student's vocabulary, nor is it sometimes in their budget. But to help us out with some healthy options that are also affordable, we are here with Luann Alameo. Thanks for joining us here, Luann.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Ben. You're welcome.
All right. So tonight's show is all about avoiding the Freshman 15, and I'm just curious, what are some healthy ways that we can avoid that Freshman 15 without putting on that poundage?
Well, that's the whole point, Ben, is we want to talk about it's not inevitable. If you're conscious about your choices, it doesn't have to happen. That's the average weight gain for a freshman, and we don't want that to happen because obesity is truly, truly an issue. And then once you gain those 15 pounds, it's harder to drop it, and then more pounds add on through your life. And we want you to be healthy while you're through your college years and beyond. And so one of the things I want to talk about is you need to have the healthy snacks available in your dorm room. Don't think about buying the chips and those sorts of things. Have the healthy snacks available all the time. And then you'll have less tendencies to want to buy some of the foods that aren't as nutrient dense. And we have some examples here. One of those is trail mix. You can buy already prepared trail mix, or you can make up your own. I like to make one with nuts. Nuts are great. They're filling, they're high protein, lots of fiber, and so they really fill you up and they give you that satiety value, and so you don't feel like eating